Silicone is there, you guys. What's up, rock stars? It's Rox, and I'm coming to you today with a review for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Season 8, Episode 16, winding it down, and it seemed like this whole episode they could have kept. But we almost done, you guys. With that being said, let's get to it, shall we? Alright, you guys, so the show opens with Jock and Kendra going to the salon. It seems that there was a fire the night before. Jock's whole business about to go up in flames, okay, and not at the hands of Sharonda. Or is it? When they get in there, Kendra is blaming Sharonda and telling her that she is responsible because evidently a hairstylist left the flat iron plugged in, and not only was it plugged in, but she put it in her drawer. And he or she put it in her drawer, and the fire department, after the investigation, they saw that the fire came from that. Who do you guys think is the person responsible? I would imagine that if we all grown adults around here, you have to take some responsibility for the job that you're doing, right? My manager is not going to get blamed for something that I do in the office. Okay, yes, I have to answer to her, but that's still, at the end of the day, my responsibility to do something, correctly. So I don't know if Kendra was all that correct in saying that Sharonda was responsible. Her whole thing is, if you were a leader and if you provided training around here, then the stylist would know what to do. And okay, yeah, that could come into play, and this is when human resources would get involved. But since you ain't got human resources at a hair salon, but when it's a situation like this, the person that left the flat iron in there, ultimately they're responsible. Now Kendra and Sharonda are kind of arguing back and forth, and Jock is just trying to figure out what the hell happened, what he need to do to fix this. Okay, half of the just pretty much a whole station has gone up in flames. They weren't, the whole salon didn't burn down, but it still was bad enough. Sharonda is irritated that he would come there with Kendra. Okay, first she sent Shekinah, now she got to contend with Kendra. And really, Jock, being her business partner, he needs to be the only one that be talking, to Sharonda. He don't need to be bringing, especially these women in there who don't like her to begin with. Later on, we see that Kendra says that she likes to meet with Jock's exes and his baby mamas and ex-wives and whatnots because they keep it all the way real. So the kids are at at like Monkey Joe's or some sort of indoor tumbling place. She meets them up there. So she's just talking to them, telling them about some of the challenges that she and Jaceel have had. But Kendra lets him know that she has put her foot down, and she let him know what she is and is not accepting, especially when it comes to his businesses and shit with Sharonda, and all of this. Cena tells us that she likes Kendra. She believes that Kendra is actually too good for Jaceel. So she feels that it's her responsibility to let her know, okay, now this is all hearsay. Somebody told somebody who told her. Alright, so she ain't seen nothing or anything. Yet and still, she takes it upon herself to let Kendra know that, Jock's still out there. And supposedly, he's fucking around with Sharonda and some other hairstylists in the salon. Of course, Kendra is annoyed by this. She says that she appreciates Cena for telling her because the rumors are going around too much for it all to be a lie. Okay, well, you can keep your good cat eye on Jock, but it's messy for Cena to say something, even though we all know that Jock is full of shit a lot of times and maybe fucking around or doing whatever. It wasn't Cena's place, and it just kind of makes her look like a hater. But whatever. Kendra is pissed now, so she rushes out the establishment, and Jock just so happens to be walking up because I guess he's coming to see his kids or meet his kids or whatever. She was like, "We need to talk." He was like, What's the matter? We need to talk right now." Okay, he was like, well, what happened? Alright, well, Cena told me that you supposedly messing around with Sharonda and some other girls in the salon, and he was just like, Cena told you? Like, why am I being ambushed as soon as I walk up? She was like, obviously you not prepared to take what I'm trying to give to you. So she hot up under the collar. She mad. You could tell by Jock's expression on his face that he was actually kind of upset too. So she storms off. She ain't got shit else to say to him. She leaves. Jock goes inside because, Cena and Alex, they both are in there with the kids. So he scopes out Cena And he was like, listen, let me tell you something. Why do you think that it's okay for you to come up to my girl and tell her some shit that you had done heard? I'm gonna need you to mind your damn business and fall back. She was just like, oh, so you don't like it when people be all up in your business, but you do it to other people, including myself, all the time. Okay, now I don't really know what she's talking about unless she's talking about something happened on the show a long time ago. But, maybe she's talking about shit that has happened off camera. But, damn it, we on a TV show. We can't go by that shit. We gotta go by what we see. Okay, and what we see is your ass being messy. So you sitting up here telling him, oh, it don't feel good when people do the same thing to you, huh? That don't fly really well with me. All right. Again, Jock tells her, mind your damn business. Okay, if it ain't got nothing to do with the kids, then I don't need you all up in mine. Thank you. We see Scrappy and E-Money, his beautiful princess. They are out having a good time. He says even though a lot of his time is taken now with the new baby and him and Bam trying to get acclimated to this new change in their lives, he still has to make sure that he is there for E-Money and spends time with her, and so they're out and about having a good time. He also lets us know that he's tending to his sick friend that got in the accident with him. His friend evidently was hurt a whole lot worse than he was. It was random that they threw that in there, and I was wondering why. I was wondering if maybe they thought they were going to add that to the storyline, or maybe it might still be coming. The show is about to end, but last season, remember, we heard that people were complaining that supposedly he had abandoned the friend and all of that. So that little tidbit of information about the friend was interesting. I still don't know what to make of it, but I feel like we're going to hear something more about that soon enough. Anyway, he's talking to E-Money, and her birthday is coming up. And whatever the princess wants, the princess gets. Him and Erica, they're co-parenting. They've been co-parenting successfully. They don't seem to have much of a relationship or even a friendship, but at least they're not fighting. At least we don't think they're fighting. So this birthday party is going to be the same. I'm assuming that both Erica and Scrappy will be participating, and their respective families. So it's going to be all that in a bag of chips. Can you believe that child is 14 years old? We have watched her grow up. Look at little E-Money. Now jumping over to Erica's shower. You guys know she's pregnant with twins, and the big day is here. She's having her shower. She's tired, though. I would imagine that is taxing on your body to have two little babies, taking all your energy and all depleting you of all of your everything. And she had two girls, too. Y'all know them girls take every bit of life out of you. So we see the party. I guess it's a tea, because everybody has on like tea hats, with the little pill caps and the little netting and whatever. It looked like it was a cute enough time. She gets up there on the mic and she thanks everybody for coming and yada yada yada. After it's over, though, she sits down with E-Money, all right, and her mom, and she's thanking her mom for just helping her out with this pregnancy. Like I said, it's been taxing. She apologizes to E-Money. E-Money's 14th birthday party. She wants to be involved. She's definitely going to be there. E-Money tells her that she really wants everybody to be there and to get along. And she was just like, I can get along with Scrappy and his wife, no problem. She refuses to say Bambi or, whatever the girl's name is. It's so funny because I don't think that they fight, but it's just always this underlying tension. And I'm just like, does it really have to be like that? Maybe it is with, when families break up and trying to co-parent and, new wives and new husbands and all that. I don't really know. Okay, so I can't speak on it. All I know is she say that she gonna be there and she don't plan on bringing any problems, and hopefully Scrappy and his wife won't be on no bullshit either. So after she finishes talking to E-Money, which was real strange, all of a sudden Rashida and Mimi and all the rest of the girls was sitting there next. I said, what kind of editing was this? It's like they just appeared. Now jumping over to Mama D and Rashida, they're talking. Mama D was saying how she hasn't seen Rashida's mom in a long time, and looked like Rashida didn't put her mom down there on Houston detail. Okay, she's running the press store, which she was running the store here in Atlanta. So now she's there, so Rashida don't see her as much, but she's about to come home soon, and child, Now Rashida's having some sort of event for mothers and daughters. I was like, how about you don't have no more events? Okay, how about you do that? Okay, you've been fucking having events all fucking season. If we ain't got it now, when we gonna get it? Whatever you trying to tell us. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. Okay, but whatever. She got the mamas and the daughters event coming up. But anyway, back over there to Erica and all the girls. They sitting around, they talking, and Mimi's like, where's Tokyo? I'm used to Tokyo being around and being like the life of the party and cracking jokes and making everyone laugh, so her disappearing is making me a little worried. Why are you so worried about Tokyo all of a sudden? Child, I'll tell you, that Mimi ain't got shit to do. Not one thing. All of her excitement was in last episode. Now, Erica walks off because I guess she's got to tend to her rest of her guests, and Carly is there. And again, she seemed to appear out of nowhere, too. Now, we hear about KK is having a book signing. Evidently, she's written a book about her life. I was like, child, where do we sign up for the pre-orders on that one? I would sure love to read her story. Yeah, KK's having this book signing coming up. Are you gonna come? You know, Carly, I don't know, I'm not really trying to, be disrespectful to my dude. And Rashida was like, what? Because of showing up? Yeah, I haven't seen him since he got out, and she was just like, well, what's the big deal? I mean, you gonna be there. It's KK's event, not his event. Is AA Mo gonna be upset about you being at her shit? Just say that you at her shit. What's more interesting to me is, now last week she was terrified of AA Mo. Okay, a couple of weeks ago when they was at the cabin, she was all about it, and nigga, she don't have time for you, and she don't want to talk to you no more. Leave her alone, okay? Now, all of a sudden, she has respect for AA Mo. Alright, I'm just like, which the fuck one is it? Are you gonna be with him or you not? Are you scared of him or you not? Do you respect him or do you not? I'm just like, girl, you done been through the whole range of emotions on this damn season. I'm so fucking sick of crackhead Carly Red because she is lying somewhere along the way. I'm not quite sure where, but she doing some lying in there, y'all. I'm sorry. We just got to call it what it is. But whatever. We worried about Tokyo. So Mimi and Spice and Sierra, they get together and they go over to her apartment. Tokyo has ghosted us long enough. She's not showing up at events. She's not responding to text messages. She's not returning our calls. She just moved into a new place. So we're going by there to see what's up. So yeah, they go over there. And they kind of bum rush her when she opens the door. Okay, girl, where you been? What's been going on? Tokyo, I just been, kind of keeping to myself, just kind of busy. And they was like, what you mean you been busy and keeping to yourself? Like, what's happening? Why you ain't trying to tell nobody nothing? Tell the truth. You don't really look like yourself right now. She said sometimes, you just got to take a step back and you just can't be everywhere. And they was like, what? You? That's not like you. What's really going on? She says, well, her dad got shot and her grandmother recently died and she never was able to really fully grieve because the funeral was one day, then she had to get right back on the road. She was on tour. So she hasn't dealt with that and she just feels like all of these things are happening and it kind of threw her into a depression. Not only that, but she's here in Atlanta, all her people down in New Orleans or down in Louisiana, whatever part they're in, and she misses everybody. I mean, that's all normal. Okay, she's trying to forge a career here in Atlanta, but everybody is there, so she's sad about it. They're like, no, sir, we here for you. And she's like, but it's not the same. It's not the same. Nothing like having your close, good girlfriends and boyfriends and, your family around. So I could totally relate to how she was feeling right then. But, you still make new friends, but new friends a lot of times are not the same as your old-ass friends that you've been around for all your life, okay? Or, a good part of your life. So they're telling her she should move her mother down. Well, she can't just do that either, okay? Mom can't just pick up and go, and mom has health problems as well. All this just takes some planning. It's not impossible, but, it's some shit that you got to arrange. So immediately right now it can be fixed, and that's why Tokyo feels like that. Sierra tells her, well, sir, I'm not your mama, but I do love you. And they all tell her that they love her, and she tells them that she loves them back, but I feel bad for Tokyo because I'm sure she's probably going through it. It's hard for her, but you know what, she gonna be all right. Hold your head up, sir. And you know what, while we talking about Sierra, let's throw in her little random nothingness. So Sierra, she told us earlier that she had bought the building that the glam shop was in. I was like, that's what's up. Okay, she got a viable, real business here in Atlanta that seems to be doing well for her. So she bought the building, and now she's doing all these renovations because she's gonna turn it into this like whole Barbie palace. Okay, so she's at the shop and she's looking over the renovations, and who should show up there but BK? BK. Okay, he say he love him some Sierra. He miss him some Sierra. So he's there so he can talk to her, so they can get this whole thing back together and be fine. This was the most fakest little scene here. He walk in and she's sort of like, what you doing here? He was like, quit playing, girl. You know you love me. We had some ups and downs. All relationships go through that. I was like, but you guys had them from the very, very beginning. I mean, damn, what about a honeymoon stage? They shit ain't never been right. Okay, but anyway, he convinces her that he loved her and she knows she loved him, and she was just like, I will admit, I was being petty by keeping a dog and even seeing Shona scrap. I just wanted him to see me with him so he could be jealous. So she has no intentions of being with Shona scrap. She just kind of using him. So once he says that, she admits that she loves him, but you know what? You bet next time this happen, I said, girl, next time this happen, you ain't gonna do nothing but be there still. Why this girl can't keep a man? A successful business girl like herself, seems to be nice enough. Just a little bit ratchet on the edges, but I'm just like, why she can't seem to keep these men? Everybody just be dumping her and stuff. Like, we need to look deeper into Sierra and why she can't keep a nigga around. But in the meantime, her and BK are back together. Okay, good for them. Now, she kind of tells us that after that bullshit that happened at the Frostfact seminar the other day, she had to go out and get a drink with her girls. So she out with Spice and Sierra, and they at the Mexican place, and I think they tasting wine. So while they sitting there, they just chat, and Sierra tells them that she bought the building, okay, that the glam shop is in, gonna turn it to this whole Barbie palace. And then she lets them know that she been seeing Shona Scrap. And, they were like, what? She was like, yeah, but we just getting started. He invited me to the Frostfact seminar, but I stood him up. Shekinah was like, oh, yeah, he was there. Okay, he was there with Akbar. He wasn't there with Akbar. Akbar came and sat next to him. Okay, these little details actually matter. But, yeah, so Akbar was there, and she acted a fucking fool because she had a baby by this dude that I used to mess with, and when they broke up, she swore that I was trying to get back with him when she had the baby, and I wasn't, and she's so worried about me and him. What she need to do is go home and be with that baby that she had with him and tend to that baby. Okay, now we already know that Akbar don't have most of her kids. Actually, she don't have any of them. She's trying to work it out with Daribian, but Daribian giving her stress too. So when she says that, Spice is like, oh, no. You can't say nothing about the kids. She kind of was like, I ain't said nothing about them kids. I don't know them kids to even say anything. What I'm saying is she's so worried about me, she should be at home with her damn kids. Oh, no. You know what? You can't say nothing about these kids. You don't have any kids. Which is a push button, I think, for a lot of people that don't have children, because I guess people that don't have children are believed to not have a certain sympathy for kids. I don't know. But I was with Shekinah. Shekinah didn't really say nothing about the kids. She mentioned the child, but really she's talking about Akbar's mothering. Okay, but no, you can't even mention the kids. So Shekinah was like, you know what? Let me get the fuck up out of here. Okay, because I see that me and Spice about to get into an argument. That's my girl, and I don't want to say nothing ugly. But Spice is yelling at her. You ain't right. You don't have any kids. Okay, I'm speaking as a mother. So she leaves out the room. So Sierra's sitting there. Spice was like, looking at Sierra's face and knowing that she kind of had this look like, girl, did you have to do all of that? And Spice was like, you know that I'm right. You cannot talk about somebody's children. And Sierra was like, yeah, you can't talk about kids. All right, even though Akbar is claiming that Sierra talked about hers, so we're going to see how she addresses that in the future. But anyway, getting back to this conversation here, yeah, you can't talk about the kids. However, maybe there's a better way for you to handle it. Okay, so let me go and get Shekinah. I said, girl, ain't Shekinah gone? No, she out there with Mona. Mona was like, girl, stay right here. They're going to come in a minute. Sierra's walking out, and she was like, talk like a mother. That's what Spice is telling Sierra. She's, girl, you don't shut up shit. Okay, so she go out there. Next thing we know, Shekinah's back at the table. Now her approach is a little different. You know, when you say that I don't have kids, you know, that bothers me because you don't know what I've been through. Okay, yeah, I don't have any kids, but I, you know, have been pregnant a few times. And when I was younger, I got 2 abortions because I wasn't ready to have a kid, and I don't regret it or anything. I said, girl, now what? Why are you telling us about you having an abortion? Because what does that have to do with anything? But she wanted to get that off her, you know, she wanted to get that off her spirit, obviously. So she was like, yeah, you know, she don't regret having the abortion, but now she don't have kids. But that still don't mean that she can't speak on other kids. But okay, she see what Spice is saying. Maybe she shouldn't have, you know, mentioned anything about her children. I guess she was like, fuck, I don't need to be fighting with this bitch at the reunion about this too. So let me apologize now to all the mamas out there. Yeah, I shouldn't have said nothing about the kids. But I was like, Shekinah, you really didn't say anything about the kids, but I get it. But she still maintains that Akbar shouldn't have been there trying to aggravate her at the Prospect seminar too. Okay, damn it, she just trying to do her job, and Akbar coming up there talking about something that ain't got nothing to do with nobody up in here, and ain't neither one of them with the man no more, so why we even worrying ourselves about it? To keep the peace, she apologized to Spice and Sierra, and Shekinah are all friends again. Now, Spice tells us that she wondering why Akbar is always just so bout it and ready to jump at anybody. You know, maybe she need to just sit down and talk to her, and maybe they can come to some agreement. Okay, now we see Akbar, she working in the studio. So Spice, you know, pulls up at the studio and sits down. So when Akbar came out of the little booth, you know, she saw Spice, and she was like, you know, bitch ain't about to jump over no tables or anything, is you? Okay. Oh, wait, I forgot you don't like that word, bitch. Nope, I sure don't. Okay. But I hear, because I just want to talk to you. Won't be no table jumping or anything. I'm just wanting to find out, you know, why you just so aggressive and mad and just always ready to fight, you know, and niggas don't even be knowing why. And, you know, then we get the story about Akbar that we've actually heard already, but we gonna get it again, damn it. She's from Atlanta, you know, she grew here, she didn't flew here, and she tired of, you know, when people come in here and trying her and, you know, not just showing respect. She don't have a problem with Tokyo or anybody else trying to get their money here. Okay, get your money, poo-poo. But you also need to be respectful for the people that are there, okay? So she's kind of territorial about, you know, her shit, okay? On top of that, you know, she done had a hard life. She don't have her kids. You know, she gave all her kids up. They all either live with the daddy, or 2 of them live with some aunties. And she got a good handful of kids, so, you know. You just make your own conclusions on that. Like I said, Derivian, which is her 13, 14-year-old boy, you know, he is giving her all kind of grief. And usually that's because around that age, if you ain't got control of them, especially a boy by like 8, 9 years old, then it is really kind of out the window. I mean, you're going to have to work hard to get them kids to respect you and all that. It is tough. And especially tough, I would imagine, for a mother that don't have her kids. All right, and you trying to tell them what to do all of a sudden. So she gonna have a hard road in front of her. Spice was just like, you know, you gave all your kids up. Yeah, because, you know, being a mother is hard. I was like, it is hard. And you make a lot of decisions, and sometimes you just feel like you ain't doing the shit right. But you know what? Millions and millions of women do it every day. Okay, so I don't know how easy it is to give her a pass on that. But some people just can't do it, okay? And maybe kudos to her for realizing that and you know, letting the kids be with the dad. I guess some people would just say, like, well, why you keep on having these kids? You knew you weren't going to take care of them, okay? But whatever. She's trying to do the right thing now. It's hard. Like I said, the kids probably don't, you know, they settled in their lives and where they are. They probably don't want to come back now. And Spice, you know, tries to tell her how, you know, she sacrificed a lot for her kids. Her mom sacrificed a lot for her kids. You know, she saw them fighting, you know, and maybe you just need to your whole life's approach needs to be a little different. Okay. And so Spice wants to work with her and, you know, to come together on some old grown woman shit. And Akbar, you know, softens up and says, you know, she's ready to work with Spice. I said, oh, child, look at that Mona. Baby, that Mona will fix it for you, won't she? Now, the King family. Okay, let's talk about Shona first. We see him with his kids. He said that, since he's gotten out of jail, he's made a promise to himself and his children that he's never going to leave them again. Okay, that means that he's going to have to leave some of the illegalities that he was involved with back in the day alone. Okay, trying to do the right thing. So he even hooked up with one of his homeboys who's opening a seafood restaurant, I believe it is, and he's investing in that. And we already know that he's been working with Jamal Bryant here, talking about, nonviolent criminals and trying to help, people that are in jail and getting them back into society and all of that. So he's doing a few things here in Atlanta. Good for him. But, he loves to see his kids, Poppy and King. When they sit down, they tossing the ball around, and then when they sit down, he's saying, how much he loves being with them. And one of them says, and with mommy too? No, not with mommy. Not with mommy. I was kind of heartbroken for the little kids, because I'm telling you, these kids just be wanting their parents to be together. Even when they little and don't really know the full ins and outs of relationship, they do want that a lot of times. So he was just like telling us that the oldest kid, Poppy, he has custody of him. The mom let him come to live with him. No, I'm wrong. He has custody of King, the youngest one, Tiara's child, which was interesting to me. But she let him keep him because he said, she got all these other damn kids. I think she has 5 kids, 4 or 5. I want to say 5. So since her hands are full with them 5, he's going to take one of them. That's kind of how he made it seem. That's not how I'm saying that she was, but, and I really do feel like boys at a certain age need to be with their fathers. But he's kind of young. So, but anyway, he got custody of the little boy, and he's trying to get custody of the oldest one. He's working on that one. But good for showing up. Okay, he done got out of jail, turned over new leaf. Now this book signing party, or this book release party, okay, the KK said that she had to write down all the shit that done went down in her life. I said, boy, won't that be a damn encouraging read. I wonder if she got a chapter on Tommy. She got her people there. Mama D said she had to come and, represent for the, the old ladies that got their bodies fixed. She sits down and talks to D real quick, and D is just telling her how she's concerned about E-Money's birthday party is coming up because everybody's gonna be there. Okay, Mignon, and you already know that she had an issue with Mignon, but her and Mignon then got past it. Cece is gonna be there as well, and y'all know she don't like Cece, Bambi's mom. She don't really know how she gonna get through this, but KK said it is for E-Money. It is not for you, and you ain't got to be getting into it with Cece and all of that. Yeah, D agrees, but still, she don't see it for old Mama Cece at all. Now, Carly is there. I guess Rashida has convinced her. So her and Rashida are there together, and they're at a bar drinking, and Shonuff and his brother walks up. Okay? And he's like, well. Look who we have here. One of his old hoes. And she's just like, hey, how you doing? Kind of standoffish, kind of shakes his hand. He's like, oh, what's this? Gives Rashida a hug. She tells him how good it is to see him out and about. And, Carly is just kind of weird. Oh, well, how you been, Carly? Oh, I've been fine, happily engaged. Bitch, happily engaged. You've been in drama all this damn season. Even Rashida was just like, what she mean, happily engaged? Just last week she was talking about her curfew and... Okay? No, Carly, you is not fixing to sit here with this foolishness. Trying to act like you so devoted to Double A Mo all of a sudden. Oh, happily engaged. All right, Shonuff was like, oh, okay, well, happily engaged. Everything okay? Carly keep checking her watch. He's like, do you have somewhere to be? Oh, she got to be home at a certain time. Oh, well, then don't let me keep you. All right. I sat there looking at that Carly and her bullshit. I said, girl, if you don't cut the shits. Shonuff and his brother was like, was there something wrong with her? Like, what's it? Okay, well, they gotta go. So Rashida and Carly walk off, and they both was just like, oh, that was real strange. It's time for the presentation. KK gets up there on the mic, and she's saying how, she did have a kid when she was younger, but her mom raised that child, and then she had, you would think that Shonuff Scrappy was the first child, the way she was talking, and then she basically had her golden child. Shonuff Scrappy, like, that's me. Okay, that other one is hers too, right? Because she ain't mentioned that other one. I was just like, child, she poured her everything in the Shonuff Scrap. Is that really her child, the other one, or is that just his brother? Y'all let me know. Put me up on game on that one. But anyway, While she's up there, you know, Carly, she said that she didn't do what she said she was gonna do. She came, she supported KK, and now she out. Okay, so when she walking out the door, who should be walking up but young Jock? Okay, he got a bone to pick with that ass too. He got a little bit of an attitude, and he was like, let me just address the elephant that's in the room, even though we outside. I stay clear of you and every drama that you can concoct. Okay, even though you had all that shit going on when we went to the cabins and everything, I don't never say nothing to you or try to cause any problems in your relationship. She was just like, oh, you do say shit about me too, and you do things, you know, like when you be on the radio. Now she trying to compare what she goes through to what he's been going through. He said, listen, Carly, it don't matter. You going around telling people certain things. It is none of your business, okay? And I'm just tired of you trying to make everybody as miserable in their relationship as you are and probably in yours. You sitting up here telling people that I'm messing around with people in the salon. Okay, you don't know what that does to me. And she was like, you don't know what happens to me when you say certain things. You don't know what's going on in my relationship. Shekinah is the one that was saying that you was fooling around. You need to talk to her. No, I need to talk to you. If you so damn happy, Carly, why do you do all of this? She said, you know what? I should have just lied. Okay, I should have just lied and said, okay, no, we never have been together. No, you should have never said anything anyway. And didn't nothing even happen. So I was just like, girl, you know, so anyway, she was just like, you're right, I should have lied, and she walks off. And he was just like, for real, Carly? All right, and Jock was mad. He had to gather himself. I said, you know, remember the script, child. All right, rock stars. Let me get back to work. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Until next time, rock stars. Bye.